Hello and welcome to Math 152 2WA. I'm your instructor, Kendra Guffey, and the purpose of this video is to introduce you to the course and explain the layout. To the very top, you'll notice that you have a MyStatLab logo. If you click on that, it's going to take you to the login for MyStatLab. The next thing you'll notice is that the course is globalized, so you'll have several labs that have global components and have you exploring international data. So let's go through the syllabus. So here you'll find my contact information, office hours, email, phone number, and then the next page is the course learning outcomes and description. And the next thing we have is the course requirements. So you'll notice this course requires proctoring testing. So you have two options. You can either take it at the Learning Compass Testing Center at the Davie Campus Library, or you can take it through the online proctor service of ProctorU, which is integrated through MyLab, and you'll see the requirements for that below. So required materials, you need MyLab statistics, so you need two pieces for that. You need the course ID and then the access code. And you need to make sure that you're registered by this Friday, October the 18th. And you also need Excel and Word 2013 or newer. If you don't have those, you can go to the office website and use your DCCC email address to verify and get access to that. You need some sort of calculator, either a TI-30 or an 83. And then through your binder, pencils and highlighters. And then the textbook is optional, and that's because it comes with the MyLab Statistics access. And you need to have Excel and Word to complete lab assignments, and you probably want to download Adobe, since several of the resources we posted as PDFs, and Adobe Reader is what allows you to read the PDFs. And then you want to run the browser check in MyLab Statistics to make sure that you have the components to run that. If you choose to use ProctorU, you're going to need to download the Chrome extension, and then there is the requirements for that. And then email, you always need to use your DCCC email. You want to make sure you check it daily. This is an 8-week course, so things are going to go by really quickly. Make sure that when you're registered for MyLab that you use your davidsonccc.edu email address. That's what allows me to import grades. If you don't have it fixed, you'll get a 0 for your assignments until that's fixed. So under the methods of instruction evaluation, you'll notice we've got Moodle and MyLab Statistics. And so Moodle is going to be housing all the resources and guiding you to what you need to do. So there's four main categories. We have MyLab Statistics assignments, so you have your homework. And those are like your pencil and paper homeworks. You need to work on them as soon as you can. Try to get ahead as much as possible in case something happens. And then there's quizzes in there that are optional, and that'll help you to prepare for your test. And then labs and activities. So this is where you're exploring global activities. So some things, for example, that we'll do is take some international data and create pie charts and bar graphs and things like that from our data. And then you also have an intro assignment that includes a syllabus quiz, which counts as your entry assignment, and you have to do that to remain in the course. And we'll use Excel, Word, Moodle, and StatCrunch to complete the labs. And so you have 4 tests. These will be completed at home. The test dates can be found in the pacing and due date schedules. And then you have a proctored midterm and final. So the midterm is the first half of the material, and then the final exam is cumulative, so that's going to cover all 10 chapters. And then again, there you can see the options. And then the grading policy is MyLab Statistics assignments are 20%, labs and activities are 20%, your tests are 20%, and then your midterm and final exam are 20% each. And there's the academic integrity policy. Since it's an online course, it's important that you're checking your items daily and that you're staying ahead of schedule to give yourself enough time to do that. This is an 8-week course. Doesn't mean the material is cut. You're still going to have the same amount of material, and it's a 5-hour course 5 content hours, so that's 10 now because it's 8 weeks. So the recommended is to spend about 30 hours a week on the course. And then any syllabus changes for whatever reason will be posted in this page. Go back here. So we have our course set up in folders, so you can click on pacing and due date schedules. And so that's going to pull up our schedule. So we have on this bottom sheet down here pacing, and then on this next sheet due dates. So you'll see what you should work on every day, and then your available days to take exams and any important dates. And on due dates, you'll see your My Lab Statistics assignments, and then your other assignment when your tests are due, and then your available days to take your midterm and final exam, and again, the important dates. I would recommend printing that off and putting it in a binder, your binder. Under the My Lab Statistics, the login page, and then the registration handout. And then for some reason you've had a Pearson account before and used a Gmail account, then this is how you can go in and change it. And then there's a link for your quiz and test passwords. Here's the tutoring information and technical support and other service information. Your intro assignment, which has 4 tasks, are here. This is the directions to explain it. So you're going to go ahead and take a syllabus quiz and then register for my stat lab, send me an email, and then post to this forum. And then you'll notice how our course is set up. So you're going to have your unit and the corresponding chapters and then the testing information. So your units are going to explain the objectives, my lab assignments, labs activities, and the muddiest points. If you have any questions, feel like you need to post something to get responses, you can post there to reach out to your classmates or me. And then each chapter's folder, you're going to have the My Lab Statistics assignments. And it's also going to give you your quiz passwords if you desire to take those, and then videos, and then any kind of handouts, and then corresponding labs. So lab 1 would be in chapter 1 folder, lab 7 in chapter 7 folder. And then under the testing information, you have the directions and formula sheets, and then there'll be a midterm information sheet that will be posted soon. So that's how Moodle is set up. So I'm going to log into my lab stat and see if I can get this pulled up. We're having a little bit of technical issues that are going on with this today. And so what you need to do to complete each section is to start out by coming in to My Lab Statistics and going to Multimedia Library, and then click on the corresponding chapter. So let's say chapter 1, and I'm going to click on select all so you can see all the resources that are available here. So you've got StatCrunch, Applet videos, test prep videos with tons of examples by hand, using the calculator, using StatCrunch, the links to the textbook, a PowerPoint, and some more videos. There's plenty of resources. So the first thing you're going to do is click on the section in the textbook. It takes some time to load. It's a pretty large book, so it's going to take that time to load. And you want to go through the book and navigate and read through this section first. Once you've done that, then you want to come in Moodle and you can watch the videos that are located within each chapter, and then do the fill-in notes and the PowerPoints and the examples as you're watching through the videos. So you can see that I closed down the textbook, and then we can go to homework and pull up our homework assignment, and I'm going to click on a later homework assignment and click on my question, and let's click here. So you're going to go through and complete the assignment. So a couple of things here. You got question help. There's videos, textbooks, StatCrunch. Some of these will say view an example. Ask my instructor will allow you to send me an email. So if you're struggling with a particular problem, that's the best way to reach out to me. And then you can also print them. So another thing I'm going to point out is these double rectangles. I can click on this to copy the table or open it in StatCrunch and go through the instructions, or I can open it in Excel, whatever you're more comfortable with. So I wanted to point out those tools, and that. So then I'm going to come back into homework and click on the first section here, and I'm going to miss the first question to show you how this would work. So I know it's not this. So you get 2 checks at that, and then you can try again. And so now I'm going to get the correct answer, and you'll notice that it changed my X to a check, and I have a 7 on the homework. And if you start a homework and open it, it's going to pull your score down, so make sure you're keeping a close eye on that. And then under quizzes and tests, you'll notice that it shows you the time limit on these and also the number of attempts at the quizzes, and the same thing with the practice test and test there. And if you decide to use the Practice U option, you're going to want to take the practice test to get familiar with the platform. So most of the stuff should be available. If not, it'll be available within a couple weeks, and that's mostly the stuff for the end of the semester. And if you have any questions, please send me an email, reach out to me, and I apologize that the video doesn't sound too good. I've been really sick the past couple weeks, and so I sound, a little rough. So just reach out to me. Please email me with any questions you have, and I look forward to working with you throughout the semester.